comes down to it, all you have to do is be the observer. That's it. Just be the observer. It's interesting because I've been meditating on the observer. I am a part of a couple of different communities and groups and just things that I, have picked up and, added into my life as I've been lifing, as we all. And the observer keeps showing up. It keeps being said, gentle observer, observer. So I'm like, hey, I want to know more about the observer. And I have my own idea and my own feeling around what the observer is, right? But in my meditation and contemplation of the word observer and what that is for me and how to, relay the information to help someone else tap into their soul wisdom of understanding, that what came to me was the idea. And I'll back up a little bit. I love conversations where the work is being done. I'm all for it. I'm all for tapping in with people that opt into doing the work. And when I say the work, that is shifting their reality as God and Goddess consciousness people on the planet, choosing to shift your reality because you desire to live your life a certain way. You desire to have certain experiences, right? I'm here for all of those conversations. And in this particular conversation, I was asked, hey, do you have any questions for me? Do you have any insight? And I have a way about myself where when I'm in flow, I easily access other realms and information. And so before this conversation, I had been in meditation and asked Spirit to reveal to me more ways for me to understand the observer. Because like I said, I already had what I thought was a pretty solid understanding, but it's infinite, right? There's infinite intelligence available to us at all times. So when you choose to tap in, opt in, you can receive more understanding, more ways, more tools, more resources. It's expansive, right? So this, I feel like, was one of the ways that Spirit revealed to me. And what I have is the mother archetype. Now, we are also in the Soul Nurturer month of the year, or one of the Soul Nurturer months of the year. And January, number 1, Soul Nurturer, I'm speaking about the Living Soul Profile Report. But kind of going back to the observer, what came to me was the mother archetype. And when that came to me, I asked Spirit, I was like, okay, what about the mother archetype? So when you are experiencing things in your reality that are unwanted, right? When you're experiencing outcomes and experiences that are unfavorable to what feels good to you, when you're experiencing things that make you feel horrible, when they make you feel, less than, not prioritized, not important, not smart, not beautiful or handsome, like when you're experiencing things that don't give you good feelings, doesn't raise your vibration, right? It's because there's a part of us somewhere, consciously or unconsciously, that's entertaining that. That's why that's showing up. There's also the fact that energy must play out or must be transmuted. Cannot be destroyed or created. It can be transmuted or it plays out. Or both, right? So when the mother archetype came to me, it was in this conversation. And what came through was this particular person was, struggling back and forth with wanting to experience something different versus what they were currently experiencing, what they were currently giving their attention to. And what Spirit said was, observe like a mother. Observe like the mother that has a toddler or a baby, but we'll stick with the toddler. And I'm a mother, and I've been in this situation more times than I can count, where your child is throwing a full-blown tantrum in the middle of wherever you are. Specifically, let's say academy, sports and outdoors. So we're in academy, and your child is throwing a fit. Now, this is one way that it can be handled, and this is how I'm going to explain how you can gently and compassionately and empathetically observe so that you can continue to shift your reality in the direction in which you want to go. So that child is throwing a full-blown fit in the middle of academy. As a mother, I have witnessed myself be the witness, be the observer. And I may just look at my child like, okay, like, when are you gonna be done? I'm just like, get it out, express yourself, get it out. I'm here. I'm not gonna leave you. I'm not gonna, snatch you up. I'm not gonna cuss you out or go off on you. I'm not gonna show any type of aggression. I'm just going to observe you until you are ready to move into a different direction, until you're ready, until that toddler is ready to get up off the floor, get back in the basket, or hold my hand, or take the snack, or put the jacket on, or whatever it is that toddler is needing, or you're wanting them to do, or whatever they're wanting to do, whatever the situation is, letting the toddler express itself. So this is an analogy for the ego, or maybe even the animal or creature within us, right? There's things that we have to express, we have to get out. But let's specifically stay and talk about the ego. Gently observe the ego. Sometimes the ego is like, on its own agenda. And it's not in alignment with where you're wanting to go, where your heart's, where your soul's truest desires are picturing you going. For some, it may feel like this dream or this fantasy. For others, it may be their reality in which they have actually embodied this new aspect, this new version of themselves, this new life that they live. Observe the ego like a toddler that is throwing a fit and not wanting to come along. Observe the ego like a toddler that is stuck in its ways. The ego is always, in a sense, trying to protect us or be right. But when you are shifting your reality, that means you're changing, right? You're doing something different. So the way you used to do things cannot go with you. It cannot go forward with you. That's the dismantling. That's the breakdown. That's the shift. So when you can observe like a mother, just observing that toddler throw their fit, throw their tantrum, because eventually the toddler's going to get it together. They're not going to lay in the middle of the floor at home or at a store or wherever you are. They're not going to lay in the middle of the floor and do this for forever. It's going to change. It's going to, the law of rhythm. Like, they're going to come out of that at some point in time. Just observe. Some mothers, I've been this mother, I'm going to walk away from you. Like, you want to do that over there? That's not what I'm entertaining. So, yeah, I'm going to walk away. Keeping my eye on you because I'm still caring and loving and empathetic. But I'm going to walk away. So my observation is a little bit different, but it's the idea of I'm not going to entertain or put any energy into what I choose not to experience. Some of us get so caught up in what we don't want to experience that we feed it way more energy than we really mean to. So, the gentle observer. Observe yourself as you're shifting. You're not going to always stay in a high vibrational space all the time. You're going to go in and out. You're going to flow in and out of different states of consciousness, vibrational status. You're going to flow, and it's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. But observe yourself. Your gentle observer is your awareness. That is the deepest, most foundational part of you. Okay? That is your soul. That is it's you. So when you're having thoughts and you're feeding into things that you don't want to experience, and you're aware, oh wow, I'm having that thought again. That's you. That's your awareness. That's your observer. You're observing. So when you do that, power position, right? You now have the power to just observe what's going on and then redirect. Observe yourself. It's a beautiful internal interplay that you get to have between so many aspects of yourself. But your power position is going to be that observer. There's a state of detachment that happens there where you're just able to observe and then redirect which direction in which you want to go. So I just really want to talk about the observer, and I received that information, I received that download, I received that analogy of the mother, and it resonated with me so deeply, and I hope that it resonates with some of you all, whether you're mothers or fathers, or you've been around mothers or fathers, you've been around kids that have thrown tantrums. And yes, everyone responds differently, but there is this option of just witnessing that child. You can witness yourself just the same way. It's compassion. It's okay. Everything's okay in that space. Everything's okay. So I hope that this resonated with some of you all. I do have some plans to talk about, detachment, of course, some more, and the ego and the creature that's within us all. And when I say creature, it's more of like our body's reaction, our emotions, our feelings, and all those different things. We'll touch on that some more, as time goes on, but I just felt that this was it was a really beautiful and gentle analogy that Spirit placed on my heart to share. So, yeah, moving forward, be the observer. Be the observer and see how things start to shift for you. I've done this over and over and over again, and my life just keeps changing over and over and over again. And it's a practice. It's a practice. It's not something that happens overnight, because our egos were impressed upon as children. Okay? We allowed, because we were children and it was okay. Like, it's okay. It was what our souls, it was a part of our soul contract. It was a part of our purpose of coming here. We knew it, but we forgot it, right? So we agreed to some things, to believe some things, and to become certain things. But as you awaken and decide what type of life you want to live, who you want to be, what experiences you want to have, that's when you get to go back and redo some things. And one of the easiest ways to do that is to observe. Observe from a higher, gentle space. Just observe. And shifts will start to happen. I promise you. If you need some support in this, feel free to reach out to me. I have some different stuff in the description box, different ways for you to connect with me. If you just have a question or something, drop it in the comments. Drop some emojis if you like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share. And then also, if you have, maybe a more personal question or something along those lines, feel free to just email me as well. But I hope that you enjoyed this analogy. I hope that this resonated. I hope that this helps you feel more powerful as you navigate the planet, as you navigate life. I send you peace, I send you light, and I send you love. And until next time, bye.